Hello, my name is Erica Schnettler, and my research presentation is entitled How Teachers Can Better Support Students with Disabilities in Learning to Become Self-Determined Learners. As a special education paraprofessional looking to obtain my certifications in early childhood and special education, I know that teachers can improve academic progress by providing students with disabilities in learning scaffolded instruction, accommodations, and modifications. I wanted to find out how teachers can improve behavior and help those same students become self-determined learners. Self-determination is defined as a combination of self-regulation and goal setting. Students with high self-determination behaviors achieve better in school, have more positive adult outcomes, and have strong goal setting and self-assessment behaviors. I wanted to discover if there was a self-determination curriculum I could possibly integrate into my intervention with my 5th and 6th grade students to help them become more independent and self-determined learners. I was pleased to discover that Gloria Campbell Watley, special education professor at the University of North Carolina at Charlotte, had developed such a curriculum. Her curriculum is set through a standard series of lessons that address the advocacy needs of students by providing exercises in the specifics of their disability that assist them in coping with and understanding their characteristics. Each lesson includes a pre and post test, open discussion, strategy and methodology, and activities for exploration towards self-determination. As you can see here, Campbell Watley has developed 7 lesson plans through the curriculum that she believes will create self-advocacy and help students who have disabilities in learning better understand their impairment. Lesson 1 is what does it mean to have a disability in learning? Lesson 2, successful people with disabilities in learning. Lesson 3, characteristics related to a disability in learning. Lesson 4, getting into a special education program. Lesson 5, knowing my strengths and weaknesses. Lesson 6, problem scenarios and self-advocacy. And Lesson 7, strategies for handling anger. The study was conducted in a school district in the Midwest. Teachers used the 7-week program 3 days a week for 30 minutes per day. The curriculum study included 14 students, 9 of which were diagnosed with a learning disability, and 4 which were labeled with a mild mental impairment. This curriculum study took place in 1 6th grade elementary classroom, 1 middle school classroom, and 1 high school classroom. The gender for the students in the study was not identified. At the conclusion of the self-determination curriculum, the results were proven positive by the teachers. They reported that all students scored proficient on the lesson post-tests, that most students found Lesson 2, successful people living with disabilities and learning, to be the most interesting, and many students felt the program helped them understand their disability and better advocate for themselves. One high school student reported, I always wanted to know what to say to a teacher who thought I was being lazy. If I could just tell her what I need to do to get help. Well, I was able to tell her, and she did not call me lazy. Through this research presentation and our course readings, I have discovered that teachers can improve student behavior through number 1, self-determination, as I've addressed here in this presentation as a combination of self-regulation and goal setting. Number 2, by having an autonomy supportive classroom where teachers adapt the student's perspective, welcome students' thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, and support students' motivation through development and capacity for autonomy self-regulation as expressed through interests, preferences, and psychological needs, and by having a growth mindset, which means intelligence can be developed through passion, perseverance, and grit. Overall, when teachers develop a strong relationship with their students based on trust, respect, and care, they are able to build a community of learners willing to take academic risks and challenges in order to become lifelong learners. For my students with disabilities and learning, I will continue to hold them to a high standard, allowing them choice in learning when appropriate, and patience as they learn the skills needed to become academically successful.